Now then, guys, welcome to Strasz Gaming. Welcome back to Season 2 of my Leicester City Let's Play on Football Manager 24. And as recording, I have still not released Season 1 yet. Hopefully, it'll be out soon. And hopefully, if you've watched it, you've left comments. I can't make any changes until I get up to date, so I do apologise. I will reply to comments if you do comment. It'd be great if you do. For this video, it's season 2, so it's a big start. I'd like at least 3 likes. 1 comment would be good. But I'm not going to ramble on too much. We're going to go through the signings. We've got the first Premier League game of the season, and then we've got a European game to play. So let's get started, shall we? So first things first, let's just go straight to the transfers and just have a look to see what's gone on. There is a couple of big outs. There's not really been any big sales that have gone out. But as you knew last season, Kelechi Iheanacho, he was our superstar for us last season, had his best football career season ever. 30 goals for us in the league, 35 all season round, and unfortunately we couldn't give him a new contract. He didn't want to stay with us, so he's gone to Monaco on a free. We'll have to see if he gets played. If he doesn't, we'll monitor his progression and see if maybe we could get him back. On the outs as well, a couple of loanees. Ali, who we saw last season, young 18-year-old, he's got plenty of prospect in him. He just needs to go out and get game time. He's not going to be playing in the Premier League. He played a few games for us last season. He did all right, to be honest with you. He got 1 assist and he scored a couple of goals in competitions. He pretty much helped us win the Carabao Cup. Will Alves has gone out on loan. There's a couple of others that are kind of going on loan, and I think Chowdhury's gone on loan, and I believe no, he's listed. So we've sent Chowdhury out on loan. Instead, I think they're paying all of his wages. Let me just double check with this. Hang on 1 second. Right, here we go. He is on loan. They're not paying his wages, I don't believe. They're just paying us some money. So Chowdhury's gone out on loan. I wanted to sell him. I couldn't find anyone to buy him. I am struggling to sell players, and this is the issue that I'm having right now. Rudely interrupted by all my lights turning off. That happens when things overheat. As I was saying, Chowdhury, I wanted to sell him, but no one is wanting to buy my players. Everyone's coming in for loan to buy kind of thing. Have him on season for a loan and then look to buy him. So it's quite annoying, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So Chowdhury's gone. Ben Nilsson, I kind of wanted to keep him around a little bit, but he's not good enough for the Premier League. So we've sent him out on loan to... Where have we sent him on loan? Where's he gone? Why have I lost him? Out to Wigan. Along with Will Alves as well, we've sent him on loan to Wigan as well. Good prospect. We'll see how they get on. Wigan are in League One, so hopefully they'll have a decent season in League One. They're meant to be starters, so hopefully they'll get some starts and do really, really well. Signings-wise, so what have we done signing-wise? One that happened outside kind of, in between the transfer windows. And I will butcher names. We've established this. But Anthony Gozabel, I'm going to say, we've signed a wing-back, 28 years of age. We got him dirt cheap. 2.4 million we managed to sign him for. From Alves in Spain. It's just ridiculous. He is very good for this team. He's a decent Premier League player. He's not going to improve, but he's come straight in at our kind of best player at the right and the wing-back position. We did need to strengthen that side. And he's on very little money as well. It was a no-brainer. He is 28. We're only going to get a couple of seasons out of him. But I think it's a solid signing to make. Trying to sign the young players, it's just going to be expensive. And we didn't have the money. As you knew, I only had 30 million to spend. So it's been quite difficult. And we've managed to spend 37 million of it. No, we haven't. We've spent 26 million of it. So that's the one player we've signed at the end of last season. Coming into this season, Young's a gun. We made his loan permanent. Obviously, we bought him in last season. Well, he was here already on loan last season. He played very well. He 7.3 rating, 15 goals, 12 assists in the Championship. He is Premier League ready, so it'll be nice to see how he gets on. He's young enough as well. He's 24 years of age, so he's going to be around for a bit. And it's good to see, hopefully, he'll do well in the Premier League. The replacement for Iniacho, and this was a struggle, trying to get a striker in with very little money. But Martial, we managed to sign him on a free. He's on a lot of wage, £150,000 a week, valued at 31 million. He has not really had a season where he scored more than 10 goals. Maybe kind of in his early years. He's 28 as well. We need him to have a good season for us. We need him to be the one that's getting the goals for us, because we're lacking strike options, kind of. But we'll go into the tactic and the players we've got round as well. Right. Karazor. Atakan Karazor. I'm going to pronounce his name that. A ball-winning midfielder. We bought him in for 17 million. He's done well. I say he's done well. He's played a lot in Germany. He didn't have the greatest of seasons last season, but then again, he's a ball-winning midfielder. We've bought him for that role. 27. He comes in at the kind of the best ball-winning midfielder. In a way, we've got three now: Harry Winks and Ndidi. So we needed that backup for Ndidi. We managed to get it. Cedric Cesar. We've brought him in again on a loan to buy. So we're currently loaning him out and then spending 1.4 million on him, and then we're going to sign him for just short of 10 million. 26-year-old centre-back. I feel like, again, we needed to strengthen the centre-back. Connor Cody is obviously 31 years of age. He's just going to drop. He'll do a good, solid season for us. Decent Premier League player. He should be okay. But alongside Walt Farce, who needs to progress, we're going to need more centre-backs, but we're going to have to spend the money wisely. So 26 million we've actually spent. 5 players brought in. It's going to be a bit difficult. Games-wise, we have played some competitive football this season already. We're in the qualifying stages to get into the Europa Conference, and we beat a team called Odd 6-1, and then we drew 1-1, so we got through that round, and then we're into the third qualifying round. I don't know how many qualifying rounds they are for this league. If I keep going up, I don't know stages. Okay, and then there's another qualifying round after this. That's quite frustrating. So, yeah, so Odd, and then we drew on them, and then we're just going to call this team 1961. We beat them 3-1. Guns and Antony getting on the score sheet there for us. We're going to play them again there. Hopefully we'll get the win. It should be nice and easy, but the main game today is Aston Villa. In the league, they did rather well last season. If we just quickly have a look at the Premier League for last season, Aston Villa finished 6th, which they did well. They were up there for a while. This year, and let me just have a look at, and I've not looked at this, the media prediction. The media reckons we're going to finish 14th. Okay, we'll take that. The board, I don't think I've showed you this. Club Vision. The board want us to avoid relegation, but reach the later stages of the UEFA Conference League. Yeah, that's going to be difficult. But anyway, so yeah, avoid relegation. That's all they want us to do in the league, so it's not too bad, and be competitive in the FA Cup. Not bad finance-wise. We've got 57 million in the bank. We kind of sorted the wages out. That was a little bit iffy at one point. Only £3 million in the bank. I'm going to struggle to really kind of sell anyone or bring anyone in. Projection-wise, don't look great. We really need to sell some players for some big money to bring in some money to this club, or else I'm not going to be able to spend any money, and that is going to be really, really difficult. So enough talking. Let's get into the team and have a look. So it's in a way similar, but not similar to last season. There's a lot of players that are Leicester City players that weren't here last season in this team. So we start off with
Rachopi.
And I think I've learned how to say his name, but I'm still going to butcher it. Rachobi in goal. I was really butchering his name when we signed him, but Rachobi in goal. Antony Gosable is going to be starting at the wing-back option. Cedric Sadegar. I think I'm going to butcher his name. Please just tell me down below how bad I'm butchering him, but it's fine. Cedric Sadegar and Connor Cody as the central pairing, alongside Victor Christensen. I feel like I kept calling him Agent Christensen at one point, but Victor Christensen, he was on loan last season, and he's now come back. We needed him last season, but he's here. He's going to play a lot of football. When he was actually at Leicester, he played 12 games in the Premier League, 3 games in the Championship. It wasn't great for us, but he went out on loan. He's back. He's going to be our main kind of wing back on the left-hand side. Then we've got Atakan Kazore as the ball-winning midfielder. Ndidi as the box-to-box midfielder. Samare as the advanced playmaker. Mainly because we've got injuries, and this is annoying. We've got an injury to Kieran Dewsbury-Hall. And we've got an injury to Harry Winks, but he can play 45 minutes. So, makeshift midfield at the moment. Youngs is going to play on the left-hand side. Beniotti, who we bought in. And am I saying his name right? Let me just see if Google's telling me I'm actually pronouncing his name correctly. 1 second.
Buonanotte.
Good night.
Yeah, Beniotti. It's actually translated to good night. But yeah, Beniotti, we signed him last season. He didn't... He played 12 games in the Championship for us. 5 goals, 2 assists. 7.23. But he never actually started a game. So I'm excited to see him kind of jump straight into this right-hand side. He's good. He's 19. He's worth a lot of money. I feel like if we play him, he might be the player that we have to kind of sell just to bring some money into the club. But hopefully we don't have to. Young's on the left-hand side and Martial up top. So, bench-wise, Hermsman's in goal. James Justin. Wanya McCule. I'm looking at selling him. Partly because we've got plenty of wingers. He's not really good enough at the moment. He probably will be good enough, but if we can get some money in for him, 16 million would be great. It's not happening. So, at the minute, he's still here. Patson Daka, Waterhouse, McAteer, Jamie Vardy, Harry Slaughter, and Harry Winks on the bench. People that are missing out, Luke Thomas, he would be on the bench. He's back this year for us. He's suspending it at the moment. He will be definitely second fiddle to Christensen, but he will be on the bench. He'll be definitely playing on that left-hand side. Ricardo Pereira, by the way, we're looking at trying to sell. He's 30 years of age. He's not quite good enough. The only problem is he's got that £150,000 wage budget. I need to just get rid, and just trying to get rid of him is quite difficult. Madidi as well. He's another guy that's injured, unfortunately. Played with injuries last season for us. I don't think he's going to be good enough, but we'll just have to see how he is. And we've got Tom Cannon, who I also want to get some game time into, and just to see how he is. It would have been great if we had him last season in the Championship. I feel like he would have done really well for us when we had injuries, but he got that big injury. He was out for all the season. So I'm just having a look at kind of, this is how I see who I've got, and I'm sure most people do that, like cover for positions. I'm just making sure there's no one on the bench that I don't need, because I kind of want to get Tom Cannon on the bench, but yeah, I'm not going to. He'll feature at some point potentially. I've got Vardy there. Vardy, by the way, is 37. He's not great. He will be going at the end of this season. He will retire. But I think enough talking. We're 15 minutes into this video. Let's just get into the game. Let's not bring Tom Cannon onto the bench. He will be Vardy's replacement on the bench, I reckon, this season. He's definitely will be there. Well, I say there in the Carabao Cup, but Patson Daka is going to be my second striker. In my eyes, Patson Daka is the second striker. He needs to step up this season. Hopefully he can do it. But this is going to be a tough game against Aston Villa. So fingers crossed we can do well and just get an early win, and get some points on the board. But it is away from home. The highlight, indeed, he wins this ball. Plays it out to Beniotti. Whips in, tries to find Youngs. Can't find it, but Christensen picks the ball up. What can he do with it here? Plays it to Connor Cody. Christensen. To Bakary Samore. I'm going to say his name wrong so many times. Cody. Christensen. Plays a lovely ball to Youngs. Youngs is in. Martial's there. Oh my God, Martial skies it. That was Martial's chance to score in the Premier League within inside 6 minutes for Leicester City. Corner we've got to defend, and we do defend, and we're still opting with having no one staying forward for corners. Everyone's back, but unfortunately it doesn't even matter. Jacob Ramsey scores for Aston Villa. We go 1-0 down. That is not ideal, and just a bit of a mess. Like, if we pause it here, we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got the 4 there, 5 in front. It's just very messy. And when this ball comes back in, just no one is picking up Ramsey. I think it's Atakan is meant to be chasing him down, and he just lets his man go, which is really, really poor from him, to be honest with you. It's his first game in the Premier League. We're going to have to kind of let him off a little bit. Right, Christensen. Hopefully we can keep going. Oh my God, Ndidi and Christensen there, not learning how to talk to each other. Play it all the way back to the keeper. Right, okay. We look like a team that are learning to play together for once. There's a lot of new players in here. A lot of players that have never played with each other. Yes, we've had pre-season. It wasn't the best pre-season, but trying to keep possession here is okay. We've just got to do something with it and not do anything stupid. And Beniote, the star hopefully for us. Ziegler. Anyway, Ndidi plays it to Martial. To Christensen. He's looking good on this left-hand side. Martial's in. Martial shoots. He scores. He gets his level. He is delighted. I think that's his first goal for Leicester. I don't think he scored in the European games, but if he has, it doesn't really matter. He's got his first Premier League goal for Leicester, and this is lovely play. Christensen picks the ball up here, then plays it back to Martial, and then just hammers it into that top corner. 1-1. That is what we like to see. Though we've got to defend another set piece, and we do. Samore picks the ball up, and I'm kind of excited to see how Samore does in this team. He's a Premier League standard player according to his report, so it's good to have him back off loan. Because Sable cutting in on the inside here, doing his role, just trying to do them passes, and it didn't work. Samore kind of lost out a little bit, gave the ball away, and now it's Ramsey on the attack. And can we defend well or not? And this is where I do think I need to look at the defense. We've just given a penalty away. Youngs has just injured Crash, and it's definitely going to be a penalty, I believe. Just the way, yeah, penalty awarded. No card or anything. And Rick, can he? You know, he dives the wrong way. Keeper couldn't do it. It's 2-1. It's going to be a tough season this season in the Premier League. Obviously, we could for me, I want to finish mid-table. I don't want to challenge for anything else. I just want to have a solid season where we can finish mid-table, try and bring some money into the club and do well in the competitions. Yes, we won the Carabao Cup last season. We had an easy run. We beat Premier League teams. We beat Manchester United and Man City and Nottingham Forest. So, yeah, I've said, I don't even know what I did in that team talk, but everyone's happy about it. We have got the other formation we can go to. Youngs obviously isn't best to play on that left-hand side. Oh, he did pick up a yellow card for that tackle. Beniote is not having the greatest of games, actually. His first start for us, actually. First senior start, I believe. I think I'm going to take Youngs off. I'm going to take... There you go. Martial wins the ball here. It's looking good, Martial, actually. He's done all right, apart from that miss right at the beginning. Connor Cody. It's Christensen. Passed the ball around nicely, but we're definitely going to get caught out against some of the big teams. I do like this, but yeah, again, we got caught out there on that, and we are trying to pass the ball nicely, but we're doing it far back. We're not doing it up the pitch for how we want, and we got let off there. It's the 60th minute mark. I am going to make some changes. What I'm going to do is bring Martial on this left-hand side because he can play there as the inside forward. We're going to bring on Patterson Daka, and then I'm going to bring on McAteer, put him as the winger. I'm going to just kind of change the front three a little bit and just see how we get on there. See how Martial gets on that left-hand side. That's another option for us, especially striker-wise. And then if we want to go to the top, we can do. I could change the formation and go for the three at the back. We'll just have to see how we get on. I feel like we should. Because at the moment, it's all Aston Villa. Patterson Daka back in the Premier League for us. He was he here when we were in the Premier League when we got relegated? I believe he was. He's just not played much football. Shall we go to this formation and just see how we get on with doing it? Because we can do that. McAteer can go there. We can bring on Walt Farce. Connor Cody's not having a great game, actually. I don't know whether to bring on Harry. Harry isn't good enough to play in the Premier League, but now I'm going to leave Connor Cody on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on James Justin instead on this right-hand side and see if that helps. Going to kind of demand more from them, and then we've got to go attacking. We need to go attacking. Indeed, he's picked up a knock. I don't think I've got any more subs. Can I make some more subs? All right, so I've got one more. Okay, that's good. Indeed, we can bring on Harry Winks then. Harry Winks can play 45 minutes. If indeed he's looking tired, I don't want him to get injured, unfortunately. But I feel like we're going to lose the first game of the season in the league, unfortunately. We didn't have many losses last season. We kind of ran away with the league, and we knew we were going to. And changing the formation did nothing for us. There was no highlights, nothing for that. Any positives out the game? Martial getting a goal. Christensen looked alright. Possession, we didn't really have the possession, to be honest with you. We lost it in the final third a lot, passing the ball around. So we'll have a look at that. We might have to just change it instead of doing the short passing, go with a bit of a balanced style of passing. But I still kind of playing this slow tempo game. I don't really want to pick it up too much. But unfortunately, yeah, we did lose that game. But we are going to go play this this European match against 1965 or whatever the team's called. So just bear with me. I'm going to rest the players up and we'll get into the next game. Just an example of what's going on with Ricardo Pereira trying to sell him. He's transfer listed for 20 million quid. People are coming in for offers here, but they're all loans. They're not offering to pay wages, but I kind of just want him off the books. So I'm just going to accept it. And here's our injury list. And hopefully Ricardo goes. Is he injured at the minute? No, he's come back. He's decent enough. He's not good enough to play in the Premier League at the moment. So I think I'm doing right to go to try and offload him. So here is the lineup for this next game. We've made a couple of changes, and I don't mind making these changes. Actually, they look pretty decent. Hopefully, they should do well. Hermsman's going to come in goal. We're going to try and play him in the cup games as and when we can. He's still 24. He's got plenty of potential. So I feel like we keep the two goalkeepers around and play them as much as they can. We'll see who develops. James Justin's coming on the right-hand side. Ziegler's still going to be here, but he's going to be partnered by Walt Farce. Luke Thomas is going to be playing this game. Ndidi, Drewsbury Hall. Sorry, my mind went blank. And Samare. So Drewsbury Hall and Samare as kind of the midfield three. That's good. Samare, he's, like you say, he's actually pretty decent. Star rating wise, if you go off star ratings anyway. He's going to do well for us, I reckon, this season. It'd be nice to have him around. Youngs and Beniotti, I've swapped wings just to swap the roles to see how they get on. Martial is up top. I was tempted to start Patterson Daka. Again, he's got plenty of potential, Patterson Daka has. He just needs to work on his dribbling and a couple of other things. But he's all right. He's got the pace. So hopefully he can learn from Martial and we can make a decent striker out of him. I don't think he'll ever be the out and out number one striker for us. Unless he just starts having some really good seasons and start progressing quite well. But it'll be good to see how he gets on. But we're going to have kind of the best team. We're 3-1 up already in this leg. And it'll be nice to see. Let's just get a big win, to be honest with you. Get another 3 goals, 4 goals. Get some confidence back into this team. Walt Farce, has he picked up an injury already? Oh no, he's got a yellow card maybe. Is that why it's telling me to take him off? Beniotti picks the ball up. Martial wins the ball here. Hopefully, we should do well in this competition. James Justin, Drewsbury Hall, back in the team from an injury, gets his first goal of the season. That's what we need from our captain, by the way. I didn't tell you that. We made him the captain this season. Waterfast might be suffocating. Yeah, okay, he's bruised the thing. But James Justin just plays the ball in. Drewsbury Hall, what we saw him all last season do, to be honest with you. And that's what we want to see from the captain. I think we missed him in the last game. He won't play the full game today. He's looking a little bit tired as it is. He is coming back off an injury, so we've got to be careful with him. We do need him for this season, but this should be a fairly straightforward game here. But we have conceded a goal. We're not looking great at the back at the minute. The defence need to kind of start working together. Luke Thomas, obviously, he's a youngster. He's still learning. He was in the Championship last season. In the Premier League last season. Didn't play many games. Drewsbury Hall missing out there, actually. Kind of missing the tackle. And it's 1-1, but 4-2 on aggregate. I'm not stressing too much, but there's a highlight straight away. Luke Thomas plays it to Samore. Finds it to Youngs. Youngs plays it to Samari. Crosses it in. Martial gets a goal. We're back to 5-2. That is what we want to see. And that's with slow passing. Samore, I'm liking him in this role. He's looking good for us. Youngs plays it to Samore. Puts it across. Martial's there. Kind of a bit of a poacher's goal from him. That's what we want to see from him. So 2 goals from 2 for Martial. Samore, though, is my shock of the season so far. I know we're only 2 games in. In fact, I've seen him play a couple of others, but I didn't expect him to be in the team. Obviously, Cassidy, I couldn't sign him. Luke Thomas has picked up a yellow card. He goes for the shot. Is it Cassidy we had on loan last season from Chelsea? He's loan listed again, but they won't loan him back to us for whatever reason. Apparently, they're not letting him come back. So I still don't like some of the transfer options on Football Manager. It's being a bit. Some of them are being a bit, I'd say, unrealistic. You think he had a good season. You've got him on loan listed, so you'd think you'd loan him back to the team that played him a lot last season to develop him. Benioti's in here though. He shoots. He should have scored. Hits it with his left foot and just kind of toe pokes it over. I am going to make some changes at half time. The players on yellow cards. I was going to make some changes at half time, but Waterfast has just got himself sent off. What a tit. I'm not going to make a change yet. I'm going to put Wilfred Ndidi at centre back. He can play there. He has done for Leicester in the past. My only issue now is Luke Thomas on this yellow card. It's now 5-3. It's 2-2 in aggregate. I'm a bit worried now that we've got this man sent off that I'm going to skip it. I don't want to see the goal. We just need to get to half time now. That is going to be giving them the momentum. Well done with control of possession. I'm kind of not happy with it being 2-2 though. I'm going to bring on Victor Christensen just to shore up that defence a little bit. And then we'll just get on to this second half and just see how we get on. We are the man down. Doesn't mean we're going to lose, concede another 2 goals. We could do, but hopefully we won't. Indeed, we could go for the 3 at the back and just have just a 1 striker up top. That could work. We'll have to just see. Youngs tries to beat his man. Doing well. James Justin, just to get another goal back would be nice. Indeed, at centre-back. He's doing well at centre-back, actually. I know we've only seen him for like a couple of minutes. Youngs is in. Oh, Youngs could have got his... I think that might... Well, it's not his first goal of the season, but it's been nice to see him. I'm talking myself into doing this change, you know. Go to this second formation we've got going on here. And then what I'm going to do is take Youngs, put him down there, have the striker like this, bring on Connor Cody, and just play this formation. So we're fine at the back, and we've got the two attacking kind of midfielders. It's not really taking the shape out of the defence. It just means we'll just 1 less attacker up top. I feel like that's a sensible option to make. Oh my god, what's going on there? I thought it was an injury. I hit a button. Panicked then. Right, I am going to make some changes. Drewsbury Hall is going to come off. I'm going to bring on Atakan. He's going to come on. I'm going to bring on Jamie Vardy. Tough game for Jamie Vardy to play. We're going to keep him as an advance forward. And I don't know whether to bring on... Now, I'm going to give James Justin a full game. No, screw that. I'm going to bring on Tom Cannon instead of Vardy. Let's give him a chance. Tom Cannon, and then I'm going to bring on McAteer for Beniotti, and he can play in behind. I'm going to play him as a shadow striker. Why not? And just see how we get on there. There's 20 minutes to go. We've made all the subs. We're one man down. 5-3 on aggregate. Hopefully we can hold it up quite nicely. Right, the first highlight we've had in a while. Big kick from the keeper. And Didi, though. Didi's looking alright at centre-back. He really is. Right, Bakary. Plays it to... is it Ziegler? I'm going to have to learn these names. I will learn them. I do promise you I will learn them eventually. McAteer. Plays it to Connor Cody. James Justin. We're trying to do the passing play again. Doesn't work all the time, but it's going alright. Plays it all the way back to the keeper. Atakan does. Oh, why has he played that high? Not to his feet. Atakan. McAteer finds Christensen. Gets the cross in and Tom Cannon gets the goal. 3-2. There's something about Tom Cannon. And I know he got injured last season so he couldn't play. There is something about his stats that makes me think he could be a player. Screw the star ratings. There is just something about his stats that makes me think he could be the striker we need to bring off the bench. He's got himself a goal. He's definitely going to be Vardy's replacement, but can he be Patson Daka's replacement? That's the question. We've had a nice win there, though, by the way. 3-2. We ended up winning the game. 6-3. We've gone through to the next round. I don't know when the next round is going to be. Let's just have a quick look, shall we? Also, we need to win these games because we need the money. Obviously, very little money, but we need all the money we can get. Okay, apparently the draw's already been done. So we've got IF Elfsborg, a Swedish team. I don't know if I'm going to show you that because I kind of want to get the kind of season on the go again. And I'm just having a look of, are we bothered about Barnsley in the Carabao Cup? Possibly not. I know we've got Nottingham Forest, which is a big game for Leicester. We've got Manchester United in there as well, which is a big game, and the 2 European games in between. But we're probably going to come back. But I think we go Liverpool and then Southampton. Or we could do Man City and Leeds. It's either going to be Liverpool or Southampton or Man City and Leeds. We're going to come back then. If there's a big important European game, we'll come back. I think the 4th round is once we've won that, we get into the actual playoff or whatever the whole thing is. So hopefully we can do that. Apologies for not showing you that, but I feel like we should get through that quite easy. So that is the end of episode 1 of season 2. I don't know how I'm going to word it on the thumbnail, but yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like down below, comment, all that sort of stuff. It'd be wonderful if you did. It'd be great. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're staying safe wherever you are. Take it easy, and I'll see you in a bit.